Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Lydia's Plate. I am normally not an early person, and by early I mean like 8 o'clock is early for me most mornings. Especially when I go to bed too late. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm normally not a bit. I'm normally not a morning person, and so I'm still in my pajamas because I wanted to show you today. I'm doing an ultimate clean with me, and I wanted to show you how I'm gonna get started this morning when I happen to actually get up earlier than 8 o'clock in the morning and it looks like a gorgeous day out there, so I want to get laundry going. I will get that laundry going before I have done anything else for the day. So come along with me, let's get this going. I hope you are filled with a pile of cleaning motivation. So let's go. So first I need to get the laundry room reorganized from the last time that I hung a few things to dry, and then I need to start sorting through all our overflowing hampers of laundry. As I got to the boys' hamper, I found a pair of pants that was full of little hitchhikers. I don't know if they're called something different in your region, but we call them hitchhikers, and they're just these tiny little, I don't even know, either from the seeds of the plant or something, and they just stick all over into the clothes. They're like a little burr, and Kevin's pants were a mess with them. I'm also stain treating clothes as I notice anything. I don't always catch it as I'm sorting, but sometimes I do, so grabbing that opportunity to stain treat whatever items I find. Alright, there we go. Laundry started. Now I can go get dressed, make my ice cap, and get started with the day. So by the time my ice cap was done, my devotions were also done, and the first load of laundry was done. So I've taken that out and I'm loading up the washing machine for the second time around, and we are gonna get all of this done today.
And here's a peek at just how disgusting the cloth gets just from wiping the clothesline off. This is everything that comes off of there. And now for a tour of all of our mess, because once we get started, the kids will start helping and we're gonna go. So we've got the dehydrator out. Mark is working on dehydrating dill, and we've got dishes all over and extra stuff. There's my ice cap. And so here we go. The table needs a good wipe. It's got stuff on it. The living room is still a mess from the night before, and there's just stuff all over, stuff that didn't get cleaned up. Everything needs a vacuum, a wipe. Things didn't get put away, they just got put wherever was the quickest and most convenient place to put it. We've got stuff from swimming all over because that pool has been so super handy with all this hot weather. So the bathrooms are a reflection of that. And there is just so much to get done, and our bedroom as well has just kind of been neglected. I've got 2 baskets of towels here that didn't get finished last Saturday. I ended up volunteering in town, and so these 2 baskets did not make it out to the line. So on Sunday, I don't do this very often. This is like a very rare occurrence, just once in a blue moon. That's the way it goes sometimes. And so Sunday I re-washed them, hung them up, and Cassandra, our oldest, quickly ran out and pulled everything off the line for me. So I'm gonna get to that today as well. Otherwise, if you've seen my other videos, you know stuff normally gets folded and put away straight off the line, and we don't have baskets of laundry sitting around, but this time we do. So there he is. He's gonna load up all those trays with dill, and our house smelled so good. I like the smell of dill. Now this water always gets pretty greasy after I've washed out the pot for making popcorn, so I'm going to let that drain and I'm going to put fresh water in because I still have many more surfaces to wipe, including the table, fridge handles, the oven, and so on. So the other day I was making raspberry smoothies for everybody, and our 8-year-old Travis, he had been helping. He wanted to, oh dear, he wanted to operate the switch on the blender, and so I said sure. And I looked at him and I thought, I know he's a smart kid, but I wonder if I should explain to him to not turn the machine on when the lid is not on the blender. And he seemed to know what he was doing, so I thought, okay, no, he knows what he's doing. And then the second time I took the lid off, he flipped the switch the other way because it's got a pulse option. And when I asked him, like, why on earth did you do that, he goes, well, I was curious what it was gonna do. And I said, well, didn't you think, maybe you should ask first before you do something like that? And he goes, yeah, but I thought I was smart enough to know better. So we had raspberry smoothie all over, and now today I'm still finding spots on the cupboards and on the floors that we missed that day. And Kevin had all those hitchhikers pulled out of his pants now, so now they can run through the wash as well. Here I have found more of those same hitchhikers in the shirt that he had been wearing, and it just totally got missed. So I'm going to try to get those all picked off before I hang up this shirt. Hey everyone, so while I'm doing this laundry, there's been something that's been on my heart, and I know I've shared some opinions in some of my previous videos, but I don't think I've ever gone into anything really deep. But there's been something that's been heavy on my heart because I don't think that I'm the only one who has gone through it. And for anyone who is going through it, I know it's very, very hard. So I would like to just speak some truth into those situations, and also just encourage you that, it's okay to stand up for yourself. So from the time I was 4 years old till the time I was 19, I dealt with a very manipulative person. She would say awful things as we got older into our early teenage years. She would say things like, You know, everybody expects me to make jokes and they expect to have a good time around me. So if you're a convenient butt for that joke, you just need to be okay with that and get over yourself. You know, and I just took it. And looking back, that is not something we have to put up with. For years, I would tell myself, you know what, she doesn't mean it, it's okay. I'm a Christian, so that doesn't affect my belief of who I am. And as a Christian, and this could apply to non-Christians too, it doesn't have to be faith specific, but there is a Bible verse that does say, as much as possible, live peaceably with all men. And I did not understand that in a healthy way, so I never stood up for myself until years later. Like I said, once I was 19, then finally I said, you know what, that's enough. Until you want to treat me with respect and actually be a friend, I am not going to allow myself to be around you anymore. So if this is something that you are dealing with or have dealt with, you know, if you need to seek counseling to heal your heart, then do it, because living in bitterness, living in the resentment and the anger is not worth it. It'll rob you of joy and life far more than any effect that it will have on them. Because they're just gonna, if somebody doesn't open their eyes or whatever, you know, if they're not going to learn to stop, they're just going to keep doing it. So it's not going to affect them any, but it's going to affect you and your quality of life. Then when I was in my early 20s, it happened again from somebody else, somebody whom I looked up to, and that went on for about another 9 years. And again, I didn't realize it, and I made excuses for that person, saying, you know, well, they've been through something very, very difficult, and, you know, they don't mean it. Again, I came up with that excuse. But over time, I've come to realize, you know what, that type of behavior is not okay. And if you are experiencing that, it's okay to stand up for yourself in a kind and loving way. It's okay to say, you know what, I deserve to be treated with respect, and you don't get to treat me like that. I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time, but it is not okay to treat me like dirt or garbage because you're having a hard time. I sympathize for you, I love you, but you cannot treat me like garbage because you're going through a hard time. And I wish I had learned this so much earlier. It would have been so much easier, I think. Can't go back and redo it, and I don't want to, because those are very hard years. But I do believe I went through it for a reason. Maybe for multiple reasons. Maybe to grow my character or grow my heart. Maybe even nothing to do with me. Maybe so that maybe God knew, you know, that I would be starting YouTube, and there would be somebody out here that would need to hear that. So for whatever the reason, I have just felt that very heavily on my heart that I needed to share that. So I hope that that encourages somebody out there to stand up for themselves and to make that kind of behavior stop, so that they're not experiencing that anymore. And also, if you have gone through something like that, like I said earlier, get help if you need to. Find some good friends who truly care about your well-being. Find good friends who are going to be honest but truthful. I had very good mentors from our church. I spoke with our pastor, and God has been so good. He has healed me so far already, and I don't think the process is done. Even talking about this, I realize, you know, there are still some feelings that come up from all of that as I talk about it. But if I can help somebody, you know, that's why I started doing YouTube, because I just really felt like I had something to offer that could help somebody. I don't feel any more special than anybody else, but I just thought, I think I've been through something that somebody else could benefit from, and I just want to help people. God has been so good, and I am so grateful for how He has healed me and that He has brought me through it. And regardless of your faith, or if you have a faith, regardless of any of that, just know, if you take nothing else away from this, just know that you are loved. You are deeply treasured, whether you believe in God or not. You are so valuable. So just know that. Alrighty, so here we are in the bedroom. We are getting stuff done, guys. Hopefully you're being filled with tons of motivation, or you are cruising right along with me and getting your space clean. So here I am. Our nights have been warmer. They're not always this warm in Canada, but they have been warmer to the point that our quilted blanket was too much, and so I've gone and gotten this comforter. I think I had it in the last video already, and so that is working out well, along with this sheet. Then I'm not cold at night. And here come the boys. It is their job to take care of the garbage every week, clean out all the garbage cans. It looked like they were struggling a little bit, so I was going to help them out, and they said, "No, Mom, we can do it all by ourselves." So I don't know, that just, they are so amazing, such good helpers. I love my kids. They are such a blessing, and they've really really come to understand the whole idea of teamwork, working together so that we all also get to play together. It's just been fantastic. I highly encourage anyone out there, if you have kids, show them how to do small tasks. Let them help along with you. Yeah, sometimes it slows you down a little bit, but I wish I had learned that so much earlier, guys. It makes such a big difference, and they get self-worth out of it too, because there's a good feeling that comes from knowing that you're helping, that you're contributing. So go ahead, give your young kids a little job to do. As I'm going through each room, I'm collecting the laundry so that I can continue with the laundry downstairs. And before I can continue here, I need to vacuum off the sweeper because I would like to wash this sweeper pad today. Okie dokie, we are in the entrance now. Let's keep going, guys. You can do this. We are gonna get our houses clean and sparkling. And don't be afraid to take a second to stop and look at all your hard work, the fruit of your labor, and a job well done as you finish each room. I love this window cloth from Norwex. I don't know if eCloth has a comparative cloth, but I love this cloth. I don't have to be careful or specific which way or how I wipe down a mirror, chrome, anything like that. It will polish it and leave it completely streak free. It is so nice for mirrors and windows and chrome. If you don't have it, maybe you want to get it, I don't know, maybe you have a better solution that works, but I have this cloth and I absolutely love it. Okay, so the main floor is done. We can start moving on downstairs. The kids have the basement all cleaned up now, and these stairs get a lot of traffic, so they definitely need a vacuum. And it's been a while since the basement got vacuumed. I don't do it every week. Our kids are playing down there, and it's usually just toys that are down there. It's not a lot of dirt and junk that gets down there. That usually gets caught on the stairs. But it still does need a vacuum every once in a while, so here we go. is done with the dehydrator. The dill is all done. He's got that all cleaned up. So I'm gonna get these dishes into the dishwasher now, and then I have an empty sink so that I can wash all the dehydrator trays and parts. So with swimming almost every day, we get a lot more towels, which means a few more extra loads of laundry, but the pool has been so nice for cooling off on our hot, humid summer days. And after working in that heat, it feels so good to cool off. So I've been in there as well. That's why now my hair is down again, and I've brushed it so it can dry. And we'll just get the last of this laundry cleaned up, and then we're on to a few specialty loads of laundry, and we are done for today. It has been such a gorgeous day for doing laundry. So hot, and a little bit of breeze, just enough to move the laundry so that it dries quickly and well, and it has just been fantastic. Another gorgeous day. Now I'm back in my bedroom with a mountain of laundry to put away. So here we go, guys. If you've got a mountain too, let's get at it. I'm going to bring this load inside already. Not all of it is dry, but the sun has gone down and the dew will come out soon, so instead of this having to dry all over again, I'm just going to pull it inside and it'll dry the rest of the way hanging on some chairs here. So if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a real trooper, and I bet you've gotten a lot done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been motivated and encouraged, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, or if you want to, hit that bell if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Also, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. Bye guys!